Hey, what's up, YouTube? So, God lately has put it on my heart to share my past dreams and visions that I've had of the future of certain pro- uh, prophetic events. So much to the point where, like, if I go through a day without, like, doing something for God and stuff like that, like, I just been feeling like this deep depression and stuff settling in my heart. Also, along with what I know, what's going around the world and stuff, how our government is failing, how people in other parts of the world and stuff are dying a lot more because of what their faith is and the new world order and one world globalist agenda. And I don't feel okay anymore living life just pleasing myself or doing my hobbies. Nothing just feels satisfying anymore. The food, even like, you know, our soil has lost a lot of its nutrition. And so, like, plants and animals don't really have as much nutrition in them as they used to. Um, a lot of food and stuff just feels empty and void. That's really the best way I can describe it. We already know that because food is so industrialized, like the animals get treated like crap and get fed nothing that's really good for them, and then we eat it, and it's just like every day that passes on, just everything just feels so mundane, and everyone's just trying to lie to themselves and live like life is all right and always going to be all right. One of my particular visions and stuff that I want to talk about is the Lake of Fire. So I remember back when I was like somewhere in elementary school. I don't remember exactly when, but I had a dream where I was like completely surrounded by like seemingly almost endless um surrounding of like a pool of lava. And in the distance, like far, far off distance, like all around me, it seemed like there was like these mountainous, like very high, tall rock formations. Like they looked like mountains, but it was just like all the way around. But they were so massive and so far away that it's just like it seemed like basically the Lake of Fire was like the size of a country. Like in the mountains, like they were big, but it was just like you could kind of tell too that they were like about as far as the eye could see. And then I could hear screaming off in the distance. So I looked up in the sky, and the sky was like extremely dark, and I could see like what looked like clouds, but it was just like as a little bit more time in the dream went on, I could tell that the clouds were people falling into the Lake of Fire. And like I don't know if you ever seen a movie where like they show like a dust storm, or like basically the sky is just so filled with like clouds. Like imagine that, but like the whole sky is literally filled with people and stuff screaming at their demise. Um and this isn't really to terrify anyone or to make anyone feel hopeless. Um because the key to salvation is believing that Jesus is the Son of God, lived perfectly and died on the cross and then rose 3 days later. Salvation is nothing of yourself. Like, there's nothing bad that you can do or nothing good that you can do that can keep you saved. And it's really simple too. Like, you only gotta do it once, even if you lose your faith or don't consider yourself a Christian anymore, or, want to believe in something else. If you come across salvation once and you received it, then you're saved. But you got a lot of people who are going there, unfortunately, and you got people who are told the gospel, but then it's just like they arrogantly deny it, want to make fun of it, and it's just like it costs you nothing. Like, it's not like you have to declare that you're a Christian or feel embarrassed. I just think the last thing I have to say is that, you know, no one but Jesus Christ knows what happens after we die, because, he rose from the dead and we still can't find his body. But it's like, if you don't want to believe that, then it's like, yeah, no one knows what happens after you die. And it's just like, we make sure that we go to college and do 401k and do all this stuff to prepare for our future that we're not even sure if we're going to be able to live through it and stuff. People do a lot of things physically here on earth out of faith. Faith isn't trusting in something without like any thought or knowledge. Like, faith is trusting in what you have seen, or like whatever amount of evidence is enough for you to trust someone. Like, if I let someone borrow money and I say I have faith that you're going to pay it back, like, because that person may not pay you back, but you feel as if you have enough trust, enough faith from that person's character that you've seen already to trust them with borrowing money. And it's just sad. And for all the people out there who mock God and Jesus Christ and stuff like that, like, if it's real, and whenever we all die and, you face judgment and God's telling you all the things you did wrong and why it is that you need to depart from him, it would just probably be best for you to not even beg, because it's just like, here on earth, everyone wants to act tough, like God ain't real or God isn't anything, want to make fun of Jesus Christ. And so, like, I just think that people who face judgment should come at God with that same energy before they go. That'll be all for today.